SVG's Jason Dackman. We're here at the Esports Production Summit in Los Angeles. I'm here with Paul Kent of Esports Engine. Paul, thanks so much for taking the time to chat with us today.
Well, thank you for inviting me to come down. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fun day, and Esports Engine is all over the program today, and that's not a surprise, considering the number of events that you guys do globally, whether it's white label or anything else. You guys are all over the esports production map. Tell me in general, when you go into some of these bigger events, these major events that you guys work on behind the scenes, what are some of the big considerations that you take into account as you guys are planning?
So when I approach events, I take it from a very boring binary perspective. I look after things like power, load requirements, weight requirements, internet, space, loading times, noise considerations, environmental factors, and so I break it down into very building blocks, shall we say, because I build that framework that the cool people get to come and do fancy stuff on top of, and so that's how I approach it. It's how to make sure the building blocks are in place so the creative people can come along and make something special.
Right. Once the infrastructure's there, the creative people can put all the accoutrements on, right? Yeah.
Right, yeah.
So give me an example. I know you guys, again, work on all kinds of events all over the globe, but what's a good example of a recent big event you worked on where some of those considerations came into play?
So we recently just finished the Apex World Championship, ALGS, and we held the World Championships in Birmingham back in the UK. It was a sellout crowd on the final day, a 20,000-seater arena, a 55-metre stage that was 55 metres wide, so very, very big. So as you can imagine, there was a lot of considerations there, right down to the fact that can the floor support the size of this stage and all the screens that go with it. So I've spent the last 9 months working on making sure that stage stayed upright, and the players and the crowds and the fans at home could have an amazing experience.
Very cool. Yeah, having seen a lot of it, just visually alone, it was absolutely amazing. That stage just blew me away. And ALGS, Apex being still a new title, it's exciting to see all the exciting new stuff that can come out of that from an esports perspective.
Yes, we've only just scraped the surface. That was the first event. We had a lot of those in-arena elements, so the LED screens, the lighting effects, that was all driven by API. So when we were seeing people pick their legends in games, we were bringing that into the audience in real time. When we were seeing people get eliminated, the lights were automatically going off. When we were seeing victory states or final two teams, we were having auto cues for that. We were bringing real-time data into the crowds. So yeah, it's really exciting, but we've got much, much bigger aspirations for that project.
No question. We're excited to see what those look like. Paul, thank you so much for taking the time to join us. Really appreciate it.
Thank you very much for your time. Thank you.
For more reports from the SVG Esports Production Summit in Los Angeles, stay tuned to sportsvideo.org and the SVG YouTube channel.